A, my favorite viewer. Don't tell anyone I said that though. Nigel, my other favorite viewer. Hello. Why did Kermt work for you and not for A? On my screen, Kermt only worked for Nigel. No, on the stream preview it shows that both worked. My BTTV is still broken. I uninstalled and reinstalled it. And I did a bunch of other shit. No, that's actually the only thing I did. That's a lie. It doesn't work. It's a crying shame, chat. It's a crying shame. This game title is actually so tragic because you have to type a full space and then L after disco so that it doesn't accidentally open Discord. And that's what's wrong with the youth in today's society, chat. Oh shit, I gotta add Jada back on Steam. I've been getting the Jada has added you to their friends list message, but I haven't opened like Steam itself for a while. So I haven't, you know. Good morning, King. How are you? Move chat. Why the fuck are you guys so like... You guys should be as far left as possible. That's better. It's your birthday? What? Happy birthday, Papa Pains! Can I feel like this is narcissistic to do, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I can't think of what else to give you. I'll give you my own emotes.
It's like the forefront of my life.
I feel like that's a little narcissistic to do, but happy birthday! Enjoy your motes. Congrats on hitting your 20s. It genuinely only gets better from here. I was gonna be a pessimist about it, but genuinely my 20s have been far better than any other point in my life, so... Chaotic evil in a nutshell, truly. How's everyone doing this morning? Pains, any special plans for the birthday? I'm so excited for a new day in this game, but the harbor, or the, not the harbor, the, How's it 7:33 already? What the fuck? Did we wake up at 7:30? What the shit? I still can't get my fucking tie. What the fuck? Oh. Words can't describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Okay, that's not gonna change for a while. Hey, Kim. He's probably waiting downstairs. I don't gotta, like, knock on his door, do I? No, probably not. We should go grab the rest of his tools from the Politskar. I'm hyped for my 20s TBH. Also, I woke up to Bria singing my happy birthday and giving me cuddles. Aww! We're having a Taco Bell mukbang later today as celebration. That sounds fun as fuck. Are those the Union folks? That sounds fun as fuck, though. Sounds like a lovely birthday ahead of you. Disco Silvicium! Pap, what's good? Good morning. Oh god. Why did he run towards me? That was so disconcerting.
Morning.
Gives you a quick nod. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. He points to the mess hall doors. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. These the men Gart told us about yesterday? I completely forgot. He looks at his notes. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. Nice! Find out who's in the Union box was 30 experience. I don't know why I narrated that. One loose thread less to worry about and one big problem to replace it. Tracks in the weather, so continue the Martinez. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business. Power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. Streetwise. Zoom right past, do it on your own terms. They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave the choice up to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me. I feel like we should talk to them. I'm gonna have stream up in the background while studying. Best of luck with your studies. Do you have an exam coming up? I wanna up my, let's up our speech skills. So take the hat off. Our authority is hella nerfed. Oh no, it's just -1. I figured it was more. Conceptualization, -1 suggestion. I want... Oh Christ, that's disgusting. Oh my god. That's really gross. Don't like that. That's better. I like how we're changing here. I don't want a nerf suggestion or any of my speech skills at all. What's savoir faire again? No chemistry in that regard. Though I did like how shoes raised our composure. Although we are not physically intimidating at all, though I don't think we ever were, so I suppose that's not the thing to be worrying about right now.
Can I help you?
Just a moment.
Leia, the cryptozoologist's wife.
And there's no public phones nearby.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, Mom.
It's fine. I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Everything alright?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it. To let the young woman who is house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to be back on Monday night, but they're still missing and I haven't heard from them.
Oh no.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Has her husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
Shoot, I forgot to fill my water bottle.
But you have more important things to worry about.
Just some field work. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect, but they should have returned by now. Said they'd be back on Monday. What's keeping them? The water lock that was broken. Could this be it? Yeah. The water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. Oh my, what happened to the water lock? You may not believe it, but it looks like some maniac crashed his motor carriage into it. Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. She turns to Kim. Thank you both. You're welcome, ma'am. I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation. And if you see him, let him know that Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired, and it's cold out there. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. When or if I get there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. It's the lady.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning
You
to
seem
you.
a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
Let's talk seriously. Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and
You are
perceptive.
looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on the murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
She points to the man standing in the middle of the room.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The district of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. She studied law. We actually may need to up our authority here. Bum brain. Bum brain. That fucking kid is still there, Jesus. Should the trash be empty now? Should be collected soon, but we already looked through it. Look at that zoom, baby! Hey, it's the lady. I know, that really graded at the ears. Should we go see if Measurehead is gonna... Maybe Measurehead will,
Right to work! Right!
I need to get into that fucking harbor. Jesus. Also, we're gonna need money for, not tonight's rest, but the night after this one. A good one.
Yes, hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading.
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
This was a tremendously useful insight.
Shut up, Kitsuragi. I want to go grab the other tools from the motor carriage. Do you think if we helped her with her drug trafficking problem, do you think Joyce could get us into the harbor? Is it seriously unlocked again? That's fucking funny. No, it's locked. Thought I woke up early. It's noon o'clock, baby. Sorry to hear that, Dill. I hate when I do that. I hate waking up like super late. Just throws a wrench in my whole day. If we talked to Joyce about the drug trafficking thing, let's at least hear what she has to say, I guess. Because I don't think we're gonna find another way. I think this is our third route into the harbor. We also need to clear out these old saves.
Go back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking. It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years. Ingredients for what, ma'am? Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. They transport the ingredients for a cut. Okay. That's Adderall. I didn't know that. You want us to investigate. You won't get anything out of Everard and the Dock Workers Union. We still haven't met this Everard guy. Every train has a weak link. The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbor into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers. Well beyond our grasp, but in transit they are vulnerable. How convenient that they're currently stranded like beached whales at the roundabout. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in the traffic jam at the roundabout. Interview the drivers who are hanging about when they might be looking for a crucial shipment. Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them, yeah. There's an interpreting disagreement about whose jurisdiction the area falls under. Yep. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. Oh. This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I wondered since I first drove in on my motor carriage. Sorry for the inconvenience, but we need them trapped here. It's a unique opportunity. How do you think they're financing the strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight. There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Maybe many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it. With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves. Smuggled out of the very gate at night, most likely. They loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find the one driver who will open up to you. Sounds like she's tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your local lorryman would confide in. Oh, she's got a fucking thermos of tea too, god damn it. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I could be of assistance. We still haven't pointed out that she's on a boat. We still haven't pointed out that she's on a boat. She means fucking business, dude. I feel like a goddamn, like, loon next to her. She really she like, Kitsuragi was like, okay, don't like let her get you under her thumb, and then within 2 fucking seconds, she had already bribed us and like, she had bribed us and like, already strong-armed us into doing something. She fucking means business, dude. Sorry, Kitsuragi. Heard back from the ICP about the serial number? Yes, the armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities at Bedencourt, Sur-le-Clef in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranier's pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over the years since the armor was issued. What's it called now? The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called the Crenel. And the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor. A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted. Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though. This is a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond her doing her job by road. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM. Thank you, officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case. Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you by then. 57th over and out. What's up, Tiger? Time to talk to these fucking lorry drivers. Lorry.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
You seem to be a man that knows about drugs. Electrochemistry might be a good buff here. We're already at a +2. Oh, okay, our trousers already boosted, so. Oh, that's for locked containers as well. Secret orbs in shady areas. Well.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man.
What's
on your mind?
Me and narcotics go way back. He folds his hands behind his head and leans back. Had some good time surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But, he pauses, letting the memory dissipate. Those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Just be straight with him. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B. We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock. Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's heading towards a conflagration. Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade, then? Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions. We wouldn't say he's lying, sire. Alright, that's one lorry driver down. 2 more to go. I like the guy who sells the stuff. Plastic wrapped macaroni stamped with humanitarian aid. Humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale. Oh god, what if we were to talk to the racist lorry driver? Food gift from the people of Messina. Speakers from the people of Samara. Man, I hope it's not this guy. Let it be the racist. It's probably not the racist though.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Gaming is now like my career. It's like the forefront of my life.
Humanitarian salt tuna. Tiger, welcome back for 20 months. That's crazy, man. 4 months for 2 years. What the fuck? That's insane. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it, man. I can't believe I've known you that long. That's kind of whack. That's kind of crazy. What kind of stuff are you selling here? Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom. Where'd you get those comfy pants? I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board. The food packages you're selling have humanitarian aid written on them. How come? I mean, these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits, really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some and try them out. No hassle? There's a little bit of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle. Ugh. No, I am not getting into a moral argument about TV dinners. I just want to ask about the drugs. No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy. Wait, Humanox humanitarian aid? Does your supplier drive that Humanox lorry over there? What? The street vendor looks over his left shoulder and stares at the lorry, as though he's never seen a lorry in his entire life. Look, officer, I'm just the retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how this game works. We'll need more if we're gonna pin this one down, he thinks. Good questions, though. Sharp eyes, officer. It's for sure, my liege. He knows that you need more than this to bust the guy. Later, perhaps? Now, where's that other lorry? This is phone. There's Humanox. But nobody's in front of it. Damn.
Now it's turning into a kind of a
snow limbo, man. Let's check our journal. Still have to find a way into that secret passage. Let's try with the chain cutter we got. God damn it, really need to get into that fucking harbor. Do we talk to the racist lorry driver?
Looking for something?
You could push him by asking him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely looks like someone capable of a lynching. You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. He takes a long track on his cigarette. Why not? You know where that shit comes from? Saramiriza, Safra, Ilimara. Then they take our money from our local junkies here and use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage. There's your in. Take his side in this particular fight. Hold on, but they make Al Ghul in Illimara too. I was told they do. I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi, or somewhere I like, or sometimes I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Kajkos ain't worth much, but they do know booze. It's our responsibility to keep poison off the streets of Revachol, right? Damn, it didn't work. You should have signaled you're a nationalist before. I don't know shit, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Then why are you hanging around here for? Most of their commandeers have left. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kids sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer. There's a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby. I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on the way here. Do you know what happened? Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We have a good debate about genetics at the Whirling in Rags when some kipped boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Takes a long suck on his cigarette, appearing to savor the taste. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. They were getting drunk inside the Whirling in Rags. How could they know who broke into the lorry? If you were at the Whirling, how do you know it was Kips who broke into the lorry? What, aren't we allowed to say it's the Kips who do all the stealing around here? It's not rotor science, man. It's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B? Isn't it obvious? Fucking Silang, the beady-eyed South Samaran. He spits on the ground. His little side business is a sick scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. The one where he's selling humanitarian aid packages, right? That's the one. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, alright, 100%. He's a lorryman selling his employer's stuff. Broke the seals on his human ox lorry. No doubt he's selling drugs too. Wouldn't be so sure about it, not until we've heard what Silang himself has to say. Oh, racist lorry driver. If I wanted to break into this lorry, I'd have to do it at night. Can't do it out in broad daylight. Let's see what happens if I equip the chain cutter. Or I suppose the, pry bar. Nope. Not the chain cutter. Human ox truck saver bones.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Yuto! My other favorite viewer. How are you doing? Man, I don't I don't want to go back and grill this guy just because the fucking racist lorry driver told me to. But I also want to see if it opens up new dialogue.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Drugs? I don't go in that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course, in which case drugs are excellent. Tasty, tasty drugs. Looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam. That's so cool. You're investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc. But I am not a lorry driver, I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that. A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction, we'd believe him if we didn't know better. But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater. So you admit you're a lorry driver? No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. That's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. How about you? I'm good, thanks for asking. I'm getting a bad taste in my mouth about this particular task though. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor? Nothing, I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd. And what crowd is that? The drug crowd. No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd. It wasn't some drug crowd. You know who they are. Tell me. Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up. Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it. We're buddies, Ceiling. Help us out. No one will know it was you. It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys? Is it the old woman who's dazed out and strange? Dazed out? Strange? Is it not enough to see an old woman unhinged? Wait, who are the Hardy Boys again? Could be she was strange. He's not ruling her out. Could she be associated with the Hardy Boys? I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that. Who are these other drivers who talk? All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool. Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos? All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. Okay, we're cool now. Alright, he snaps back to his usual self. Ice cold. Let's cap this off with a purchase. Weren't they from the books? What was... Let's go talk to Lady Driver. I was like wondering to myself when that old, like, if there was like some missing dialogue thing with the old woman that we hadn't figured out. The Hardy Boys weren't those books? Really? If they were, I don't know that. It does sound vaguely familiar though, the Hardy Boys. Work, work, work! Let's go talk to this lady. Or the wrestlers, the duo or whatever. I have no clue, sorry. Like, the name, like, vaguely rings a bell, but I don't remember where it's from. It's from a book or, like, people. No idea. I'm gonna go refill my water bottle real quick, because I forgot to fill it at the start of stream. Sorry, give me a second. have returned. Katie! What's up? I kinda wanna put my giant hoodie on. Guys, I went to... Well, no, I should say my brother dragged me into American Eagle the other day. We were doing some last minute shopping before he headed back to school. And they were having a sale on like the last of their like Christmassy sort of themed clothes. And they had these like giant like fuzzy brown sweaters on sale, and they like were marked down from like I think like $30 to $10. And I got an extra large one, and then when I put it on, I just look like a giant fucking bear. It's awesome. And it's so cozy. And it's brown and fuzzy. And I just look like a big ass bear in this big ass hoodie. It was a very good purchase. I was glad I got dragged into the American Eagle Outfitters. I will take a photo in it perhaps later. But I just look like a fucking bear! Like it's the exact same material you'd find on a teddy bear. It's whack. Anyway. I'm now a hydrated bear. Dude, ladies have done many things right in the world of fashion, but like one of the most right things they did are like the trend of like wearing oversized sweaters. You just feel like a fucking bear, man. It's awesome. I also have a polar bear, like a polar bear hoodie thingy mabobber, so I'm completing my bear collection. Just need to like, I need to sew bear ears onto this brown one. I'm a teddy bear. I'm a fucking teddy bear, Hugo. How are you? The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap your fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
Huh. Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality. The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast. Are you alright, ma'am? You are out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in the traffic jam. In the 50s.
What's so bad about the 50s? When else would you be
back
then?
in Mefke, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and coffees are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a nearby date of picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you come along, that is.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, man.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, low man. It was early spring, and the mine behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you people were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Mefke, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isla of Mundi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petro-state, a constitutional monarchy, and as of recently an outcast due to its tilt to the far right. Take it you were in Mesk when you were young? She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They are beautiful. That is all that matters, beautiful and true. And they will win. They are coming for this, you know. All of this.
This woman's voice actress. Also, this woman is off her rocker. She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from the strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away like a tidal wave approaching. Who's Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame. Strikingly handsome man looks at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and he is the most perfectly chiseled thing. His jaw is the most perfectly chiseled thing you'd ever seen. This man's got a hold over her. Even 50 years later, you can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of the cinema whenever he came on the screen, and schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
Her accent is so cool, I love it. She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up. In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind. Right, I've got some other questions
Why
for
not,
you.
Rifa? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard. There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow? It's important police business. What do you want with an old woman's boots, Zarif? It's for important police business. She raises her boots slowly, with contempt, and says, I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Wingaro. You're no Gabriel. She's wearing sturdy worker's boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather. Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro, and now there was a real man. There was no aberration in the pattern that you couldn't see. She puts her foot down. Moreover, the boots were a size 37, tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this. Another discrepancy, though not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago. This is not the old soul. Her size is 37. Feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals. Ask her about drugs, straight to the point. We will. Seem to be like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. What do I need drugs for, lawman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. It's not really what I was getting at. What were you getting at? This line of questioning is going nowhere. Try harder. Maybe if she thought you're corrupt? This isn't legal though. Like, manipulating someone into... I don't think it's illegal actually, but it's... Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B? Maybe not. It makes no difference to me either way. How can you not know what you're hauling in your own lorry? Just this month I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad on the U-41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad, lawman? Drugs? No, lawman. Diamonds, she grins. Didn't ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that. Diamonds are good for you, lawman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Choras. If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here? Easy. It's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here. That's correct. There's no visibility of anyone else. You're not involved with the drug trafficking? Then why are you still waiting here? Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music or the seagulls. Look at all the contours and the features of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I could just relax and let my mind carry me back to where it will, to the Great Plains. I think we're done here now. He closes his notebook to stress it. Are you the lady driver? Did you just call me a lady, Zarif? She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it. I was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here. I'm not that either, Zarif. Gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. Doesn't work like that on the long haul. So you're not the driver everyone's terrified of? I'm only terrifying to small children and those who used to know me. Yeah, it's not her, believe me. And who is the female driver I was told of? How should I know? Do I look like I spent a lot of time with the other camionneurs? when I have my movies to go to. That's all I need to know, thanks. Her mind is elsewhere now, all that matters. Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches like a sleep kick. Enough jeopardy. I need to get back to Mask. Her voice trails off. Who is this lady driver? Don't tell me it's one of Measurehead's girls. It could be the lady with the yellow hat. Should we go talk to her? Our favorite guy, Measurehead again? My electrochemistry is pretty bad. Oh wait, no, we won't need it. But we didn't want to talk to the Union guys until we figured out this drug thing, and I don't think the lady in the yellow hat is going to be very cooperative with us if we walk up right up to her and ask her if she's smuggling drugs. I don't think she'll be particularly cooperative.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? Her name is Elizabeth. What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one. Saw what you were thinking. You want me to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it. You'll not lose out on anything good by not saying it. What's your role in all this? Obviously, I'm a lawyer, a legal counselor for the... Oh, right, she mentioned she was a lawyer. A legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients. Clearly not her. Oh, he's a lorry driver. This wouldn't work, but... No. Oh yeah, we can dual wield! Pog champion! Damn, I really want to get into that fucking harbor.
The unpromising race pupil return.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys? I am not the first line of defense, I am the last. He looks towards the coast defiantly. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading. Pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He's usually more himself. There's more to it. What have you got against them? Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and narcotics peddler! It's shameful. What do you mean? Find out for yourself, endomorphic blob. Interesting. Where the fuck are these Hardy Boys, man? We gotta find the fucking Hardy Boys! Who the fuck are these hooligans? Don't tell me they're on the other side of the harbor, I'll go insane. I am not waiting a full day again for shit to go down. But I feel like we can't talk to the union workers until we... Who the fuck are the Hardy Boys, man?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
I said bye Wednesday morning, so I was hoping that, like, maybe it'd pick up a little early, but... Gotta find this fucking lady. I suppose we should go try talking to that guy. Let's save inside the Whirling and Rex. Okay, Authority doesn't still have a nerve. Social democracy spinning. I meant to tab, sorry. Behind the dock workers. A ceiling kite window, the hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring, it's still cold outside. -12, not time yet. I told myself I wasn't investing in perception again, and I still don't know the criteria for white checks getting reset besides just investing points, so we're not gonna do that right now.
This is where you say your bit.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
Detective?
He's leaving it to you.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Well, their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him? A real looker, that one.
You're sure taking your time. Waiting for him to get all right and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he's a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them. Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're gonna match. Scan the room. Starting from the right, boot size 44, blonde man in his 30s, overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room, probably mid-50s, smoker. Cross in the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, mask or some reason. His late 30s, early 40s. Spent his youth in Villa Lobos, a housing project in Jermont Quarter. There were incarcerations. Hard to say what else, the ink is fading. And then the standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads, T. Hardy, Captain. The far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. Is that a plectrum? Where? On his neck, forget it, it's not important. Let's call this one the musician. And the little guy? Size 41 with the light step, not a child after all, an older man with a rat face, mean watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy, boot size 46, deep marks, probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors in the crime scene. The footsteps were theirs, but there's a discrepancy. But where's the odd soul? Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy? What the fuck is with you, fella? Found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy boy? What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There are 7 of us, and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring. Actually, boss, we've been talking, and we think she could maybe... the person Glenn wants to hire. He really respects her. She? So there's an 8th Hardy and it's Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth, the gardener? Shut the fuck up, Glenn. I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop? Has to be good if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so too. So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy, and it's a she, and you don't like us talking about her. That's right, we're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And, he points at Kim, uh-oh. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you. Good, we're all watching each other. Officer, your question? There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later. Okay. See, there aren't many women around to begin with. Man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. Got some impressive pots there. Smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove. Don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. There's the other girl, the one on the roof. But we don't have access to the roof. the first person we spoke to. Hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside. Tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everyone in the world is doing something without you. I'm so alone. Swallow the emotion. The door is closed. Knock again. Knock again much harder. The lady we spoke to on the first day here, but how do we get up there? Oh wait, we leveled up, didn't we, at the start of the day? Oh, hell yeah. I want to level up Shivers, but I can't. Sorry. I've got the sniffs. Thinking maybe we should forget a thought. I'm assuming the lady driver and the 8th Hardy girl are the same person. Which makes me think we should just talk to them now. Aye. Are we gonna become some of these supremacists? I need a way into that fucking harbor. Give me a Mo team. Team, I think we're gonna become racists. I was just looking up what skill up advanced race theory gave you. By the time you were done internalizing the thought, it gives you +1 conceptualization, which we fucking need. It's okay. We can always just fucking forget the thought later. But I'm still mad about it. Becoming 70 supremacist boys. But I want to finish Jamais Vu. The things I do for the job. Massive fantastic racist swirls within your head. Desert pygmies playing with their... Oh god, I can't. I'm not gonna read that further. Ah! It's okay, we'll forget it next time we level up. Or I could just buy a new thought. Then I have to keep thinking about advanced race theory. Min-maxing with racism. I don't want to, but I need a way into the harbor. Oh. We could try beating the shit out of Measurehead, but I'm pretty sure that's an 8% chance to work, so... It's waning. I don't want to be a racist, guys. Can we get in here, possibly, maybe? Okay. No, if it's grey, that means you still can't. Okay. Man, what the hell is this? No, I can't get them. Man. Well, time to learn about race theory, baby. I wonder if there's like a... Ugh. Well, we did it. Bro, if this doesn't get us into the harbor, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Though, giving us the conceptualization boost, I believe will unlock the other white checks that we were missing before. So we should go try our conceptualization checks now. I think this one is already locked because we tried once. Oh, maybe it's every few hours it unlocks. I have to look that up, what the deal with white checks is, how they work. I should just keep these equipped, honestly. Though it seems like it's still not gonna open. Yep. I need to see what the deal with white checks is. How often they lock and unlock. I'm sick of not knowing, I'm sick of it. I gotta be so careful looking things up too. Any way to reset white checks besides leveling? It's not telling me. I know I tried this already, so why is it unlocked again? Yep. know that there's a conceptualization check. And this lady too. Our friend Joyce. We could also, I don't know, keep her up to speed on what we've discovered so far with the drug trafficking.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I spoke with the lorryman on the roundabout. Word has traveled, yes, but nothing of real substance has surfaced yet, I gather. Wild Pines has eyes on the intersection, but not ears. One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, it would give them a read on the entire quarter. Appears we're being monitored every step we take, colleague. Did we have any other business here? Damn. More lessons in basic reality? She's positively surprised. My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Damn. It's a mystery what you mean by something close. This isn't about you, it's about reality. What's this acute encephalopathy? It's a neurological disorder caused by lack of vitamin B in the brain, symptoms include retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out. She conveys in short, cold bursts, not trying to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective. Casey goes down later, souring the entire portfolio. It's definitely from the drinking. She nods slowly. What's good, Aztec? How you doing? A bird? A sphenicid, a flightless bird of the polar regions? Am I really that awkward? Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. What is this place here? This is the Pierre of Rue de Saint-Gislain 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot, or two. She looks around. Pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see, and new buildings, bâtiments, after les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux, they're old. She looks up at the crumbling facade. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall, a real high-rise by the standards of the last century, built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay and the delta. Who lived down? Urban middle class. This was once pre-war real estate. For a dilapidated balcony, Cindy the Skull gives Joyce the evil eye, a red paintbrush held to her throat. Could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a sawing motion. Wonderful. What is that? Girl in the old lady rags? Yes. Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. You and I belong to the superculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. This is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the superculture. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. What's next? Suddenly you're not so sure you're part of this superculture. Let it go. No time for silly infracultures. There are more pressing, reality-centric questions to be asked. You're on a boat. Not a lot of people on boats, are there? We're on an archipelago. How else do you think we're supposed to get around? Archipelago, I mean. What's good, Oscar? No, I'm not late at all. I just started. I've heard Caillou before, but a while ago. This lady be perpetually sipping tea. Look at you. Oh, did you and Oscar duo the other day? Should we go look at, before we go back and talk to the union laborers, I wanna go try my flashlight in that dark area. Yesterday during stream. Oh, you streamed yesterday? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Had some good games, I'm glad to hear it. Nigel, how are you? Someone's watching us. Man, this crowbar is gonna be perma-equipped from now on. Perma-equipped crowbar. Go talk to the union guys again. We still have a while until our... Thankfully, it's only an hour 40, so it won't take that long for it to internalize.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. This is the most American-looking motherfucker we have seen so far. Like, I have met this man before. I have definitively met this man before. This is like... When I lived in Iowa, like, this is exactly what every single one of my friends' dads looked like. Every single one. The pretty boy? You really love talking about that pretty boy. Funny, but my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Like we used in the harbor? Yes, why? Because we took it from the harbor where we were. Then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this, together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck. So you just confessed to murder? Goddamn right I... No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time. All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic. I have a feeling it's, whoever this 8th Hardy boy is, or I should say Hardy girl. Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy boy without arresting all the Hardy boys. Shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all? A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here? Who do you fucking think does? The 8th Hardy boy, the one who's missing. A moment of silence. The long-haired one breaks it. Titus, no one was thinking that there's any question who's the leader. That's how he would have ended it. Titus won't let him. No, no, no. Fuck no. The big dick is right here, asshole. You're looking at it. He grabs his crotch. Right fucking here. Disregard the outburst, officer. She gives Titus a condescending glance. None of the boys have any comments on their power relations. That night they acted as one, that's all. Why'd you kill him? He was a worthless mercenary scum, and he stepped out of line in my town. So he was a mercenary, that's it? And he stepped out of line. What kind of mercenary? The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and summoning written all over him. Ex-Orania's special forces. A live grenade. Right here in our bar. This one has a special gripe with him coming here. Can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara. How'd you even know he was in Special Forces? Because one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Orania's goddamn Special Forces and I'm gonna fuck you all. Really? Yeah, really. He had gin and tonic up there, sang some Orania's Paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone. Couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there, like some kind of animal. Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of karaoke code. Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong? Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning. From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange escalation? He regrets mentioning it and hopes you didn't notice. To kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here. Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. He started coming here every night, drinking, grabbing girls, grabbing one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on stage. He grabbed someone? Yeah, this girl's on the mic, a beautiful girl, young, gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. This fucker grabs her leg, starts screaming, show me your cunt, why don't you show me your cunt? Then he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle, doesn't even fall down. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? They got the girl out before anything else could happen. Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening? Something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about the rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Who did he rape then? No. You're not getting a name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns. Lizzie. Killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week. How long could you know the victim? Came around about 3 weeks ago. By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for Wild Pines? The lieutenant pretends to check his notes. The same company you're striking against? No, he stresses. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough. That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. She turns to you. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions. How did you kill him? Hanged him by his neck until he got real still. Nothing, her reply comes sharp. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong. We're gonna stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. Done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're gonna look into this. Good luck with that. He grabs another beer. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is going to hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating. Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as equals. Ugh, we fail every check we try. But it is a white check, so we can retry it. As you look around the room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? Where have I seen this before? I believe the place was called, the cop station. It was Precinct 41. It was also filled with almost exclusively men sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time. I get it, Titus. You really are the authority around here. You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand. Got a problem with beer now? Not quite there yet. Push on. Dilda's just one of the boys. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job like you. Speak for yourself, buddy. He puts the beer down. I've been running this outfit for 10 years now. You should have seen Martinez before we started. It was like jam rock now. They don't see shit, man. Kids getting shot. We had 3 shootings a week. Fucking graffiti everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s. Congratulations on all the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting there talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim. So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck. Don't let him drink that once more. Push. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already. It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help. Titus. She stops mid-sentence. That's it, you got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms. You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy. What's her name? Classier, it's the first woman we spoke to. Staying here, the whirling in rags. A real pretty one, silvery jumpsuit blonde. That's Amandu with an OU. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you're a cop. Miss Ariani, a disco dancer? Oh no. Nice one said you don't remember being a cop, said you don't remember reality. Uh-oh. You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging out like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly. Don't understand what's so cool here. Nothing. Just have a few more questions, then we'll be on your A. Whatever you do, do not tell him you know her. That would sound off. Come. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Officer, what was that?
I mean, the swearing and fidgeting when he mentioned her name? Yes. I think I know that woman. Is there something I should know before we talk to her? Whatever you do, don't say the first thing. I met her in the hallway after I woke up. You were not in good shape Monday. She knows I didn't remember being a cop. That's manageable. We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing. We feel fortified by his assurance. It's all going to be alright. Is it, though? Nothing? You're in for a bumpy ride here, and try not to mess it up. Shit damn, boys. It really is another fucking day. I don't really want to ask him questions about the victim, because I'm afraid it's gonna, like... Beer me, Glenny.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
What's your relationship with a mercenary? When was it? 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks. Shall we go speak to her? Who is it? A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door. Tired and controlled. This is the police. Can we come in? Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair. Sounds like it's coming from somewhere upstairs. You could snoop around before going up. Extended stay. Piles of dirty clothes. A woman's. This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, but the surface of the window is clear. Window was recently repaired. Looks like it, yes. Okay.
Welcome to the roof.
Young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. Her hair is still slick from the shower.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell is opened in there.
Just go Inferno.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the Inferno.
Oops.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
That's unimportant to the case at hand.
Ah, I can see that you have, officer.
There's the tiniest bit of flattery there, the way her eyes move from your shoulder to shoulder.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man who was hanged. The people responsible have asked us to talk to you.
Y'all enjoying yourselves there? On my screen it's just scrub daddy please, 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 scrub daddy please. Pages and pages and pages.
Ah, I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult. What's your name, this, for the record? Prassier Amadou. Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Oranier's, as does her accent. Her birthmarks also signal Oranier. I don't know why, but Oranier's girls tend to come speckled with them. So sexy, smonking a cigarette. Are you from Oranier? Right, sir. Bedford, Republic of Oranier. I guess you could say I'm an Oranier's expatriate. Thank you. Now tell us you've been through something difficult. Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean? Were you sexually assaulted, miss? By sexually assaulted, do you mean raped? She takes a quick drag, unperturbed. Yes. It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it? She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered. It's not that early. She looks around. The sun has risen over the sea and people are rushing to work now. It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake? So were you? Yeah. She draws out the word. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him. By him, she must mean the victim. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know. If they want to jazz up the charges, they have to get someone more rapeable. By they, she means the Hardiglers.
Gaming is now like my career. It's like the forefront of my life.
Alice!
And everything is centered around it.
2 babies! 18 months resolved! Love you, Queen. How are you? And thank you so much. Welcome back, welcome back. Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted? Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. More assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It'd be clear the latter would be spicier. Are you sure you weren't raped? I just asked you to spice things up for us? Pretty much. What did happen between you and the victim? We partied. We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him. Name your second after me. Will do, Nigel. I think that's the second Twitch baby named after you. I don't remember who the first was, though. Just chilling in bed? Nice, nice. Oh yeah, you're West Coast. It's still pretty early for you. Not that there's anything wrong with chilling in bed at noon either on the Sunday, but, you know. Ugh. I gotta do my homework after this. I'm not looking forward to that. What else? Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. Then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex. Understood. She looks down at the yard. What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age? Sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him like he is now. Can't talk about his, I don't know, hair. I know it's difficult, miss. We can return later. Must be hard for you seeing him all the time. Oh yes, I have multiple viewpoints. From the roof, out the bathroom window, and my dreams. You called us. Yes. Jackpot. I made it. And I'd appreciate if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching. Reporting crimes is confidential and irreversible, miss. Caller's voice was disguised. I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. Nicked it how? Nail clippers, and I diverted some radio fuzz into the cold wire. So that's why the phone is out of order. She tampered with the whirling landline. And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs. Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing. Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Why go through all the trouble? I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have their ears on the wires. Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do. Didn't want to, sir. And he's still hanging there. We'll move the body to the morgue today, miss. Don't worry. Will we? It's almost 11 a.m. I should probably get out and do some homework as well. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to starting mine. I have a lot of reading to do. But, gotta get it done. What did they hang him for, if not rape? It's something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing, but you probably know all about it. And what was his role in this strike? I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military. Worked for Wild Pines and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean, but I understood it was dangerous. And they lynched him for it? She nods. How do the Hardy Boys know you? They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there right now. How did you meet? Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. Did you party? A little, yeah. Like you partied with the deceased? No, not as hard. Sorry to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys? I have. Which one? Which one, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter. Could that have been part of the reason why they hanged him? I don't think they'd hang for jealousy. Don't be tactful, she doesn't care. I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. I'm not crossing the wires, you know. But it's probably where they got the rape idea. Yeah, figured. Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me. Thank you for telling all of us this. Us all of this, miss. She breathed a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid. We should head back downstairs, officer. We may have things to discuss there. As he says, so you get you feel the woman looking at you, and you get a feeling you can't quite put your finger on. A suspicion? Be here until 23 o'clock, drinking coffee most likely. Did we level up? I'd rather talk to her alone without Kitsuragi there. So we'll come back later, at the end of the day. If I remember. Oh, sorry. That's not the thing I wanted to... Sunny, a bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it. And sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you've been looking for. So exciting about this orange bottle. It's speed, man. They call it dextroamphetamine. Talk about psychological disorders, but what we're seeing here is scientifically advanced trucker speed. Close the cabinet. Why is our electrochemistry so high? I think we have 2 clothes.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Think this will make them cooperate? Nothing will make them respect the RCM. I did not mean to start this conversation here. I was trying to close the door. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one of the layers. One layer of whatever it is. Her decision to corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. Why did she tell us all that? What else could she have done? Lie? She said there was no way to lie and get away with it. Not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. Something's off here. You think so? She seemed forthcoming, unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Maybe we should move. That is what I meant to do. Hello, maternal parental unit. I thought you said maternal paternal unit, and I was like, yep, that's me. The elusive mom dad. Should we go back and talk to them now, or should we wait until we get into the harbor? How much time do we have anyway? Hey, almost done! 9 minutes! Pog champion. Hopefully that gets us into the fucking harbor. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm wondering if we should talk to them after we get in. Ask Lil later when she's collected herself. I think I should go talk to her alone after the day has ended, but I'm also kind of nervous about talking to her without Kitsuragi there. If we confront the Hardy Boys about what Claudia told us... I almost want to get into the harbor first. Get the body down before we speak to them again. And we only have 9 minutes to wait, so... Do we level up? How you doing, ex-son? I got to see if there's drugs that will increase the specific skills I want to increase. Oh, did we get a point? Oh shit. I want to increase shivers. Specifically shivers. I don't know why. That skill just intrigues me. Yeah, we did get a point. When did we level up? Can we check our level? Four, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the thought. We've leveled up 8 times. Let's see if there's a drug that increases shivers. Or at least raises the cap for it. If there's a thought or a drug that can increase it, that would be awesome. There is a thought that increases it. Pog champion! There's a thought that gives it a +3. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. But I don't think there's anything that raises its cap, unfortunately. I mean, we did get a... I believe we have a thought that increases the cap. That increased the cap for motoritics. Motorix, sorry. I don't know why I said motoritics. By 1. Hopefully with this internalized race enigma thought we'll gain access to the harbor. It should be soon, just a few more minutes. I want to get another lowdown from this guy.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
To block honest work for other people. The strikers want beats me and their mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights. Well, we have the right to work. Something on the way he carries himself. His clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The pieces seem ill-fitting. What does it mean? Shirt is far too small and unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls held by a belt seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. Wearing new clothes? He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what. There's a lot of things that are like slightly off about this man. Is that where you from? Thought you looked real familiar there for a second. No, I don't think we've met before. Came here to help out the people. Interested in your background. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came with the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs. Heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. I know, bar's been thrown out several. Maybe that's why you seem familiar. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? It's a long time ago. I mean, it's quickly losing interest in talking to you. You know, the harbor runs smoothly in time of crisis. If the union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work. So the union has shut the gates. The gate's locked. Head measurer. I don't mean the scrawny mask punk either. Points at the dock worker idling on the staircase. Man, yeah. I mean, measurehead. Considered storming in? Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look. It'd be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now. You can't get in the way. No, they'll give up eventually or get drunk and leave the button unguarded. Six minutes left. I'm just trying to get, it's been a while since we like spoken to these guys about like what they're here specifically for. I just want a refresher. Mother, will you be joining us around the island today? I like woke up at 4 a.m. and saw that you were still at a barbecue super late. But also it was 4 a.m. and I was like barely conscious, so like I wasn't sure if I was dreaming or not when I opened Discord. How was the barbecue? I don't know why my first thought was to open Discord. I like got up. I was like dazed. In a daze. I was like, ah, and I like reached over and grabbed my phone. And then like I dropped it on my face, then I picked it back up and I opened Discord. And I saw X-Spackle saying he was at a... I'm gonna leave the game open so that it ticks towards letting us finish that thought. I saw you! That was the barbecue. Real sad gamer hours, honestly. I've been, I have sinus problems, but like they've gotten worse these winter months because the air is so dry. At least I think that's the reason, and I've been waking up at 4 a.m. pretty consistently, like almost every night. It's extremely annoying. Like one of my nostrils just closes up and I can't breathe properly. It's very frustrating. It was fun. We shared some retail stories and stuff, saw some familiar faces, and pet some cats! Sounds like the best part of it all. That sounds lovely. I'm glad you had a good time. Where are you guys gonna be? Which island are you from? And are you guys going anywhere special or particular? Also, I think I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick and leave the game up like this so that we get closer to, what's the word, conceptualizing that thought? Aya's from Byland. She is. Tiki. Give me a mo, I'll be right back. If we get a notification for the thought finishing and it says anything special I should know, let me know. To some places of interest. Nice. Have you guys tried the Duos Kit Kats that have been out recently? I don't know how new they are, but there's one that's a mint and dark chocolate and it's really good. Tastes like an Andes. Enjoy, wink wink nudge nudge. Here, let me get another lowdown from this guy.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Return once you met with the Union boss. Okay. Mañana. Call me day. Does mañana mean day? Or does it mean morning? Oh, it means tomorrow. Wow. I got both of those now. Thanks, still. 6 minutes! What could we do while we wait? What could we do? I don't wanna confront the Hardy Boys until we've gotten into the harbor. Lady Driver, I suspect, is the 8th Hardy Boy. Oh god, we really are moralists. What does honor mean? We're a 2 superstar cop, 0 apocalypse cop, 6 sorry cop, and 1 boring cop. Sorry cop checks out. I feel like we apologized a lot the first few hours of gameplay. This is how thinking is done. Shouldn't a working class woman be working? This is such an asshole thing to ask,
Not
but
all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a
I know
policeman.
you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Good then.
What with?
Maybe your husband is missing? No, he's not. Okay, thanks. Maybe your children are missing? No, absolutely not. Where are they? Are you a policeman or a nanny? Nanny, where are they? They're not missing, sir. You know where they are. Smoking. Giving the ladder of vices a chance. Time seems to only pass when you're in conversation, I think. Maybe your cockatoo is missing? Don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo. For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped until when they get like this, but they're to indulge them at this point. What do you mean I'm being a cockatoo? Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. Actually, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Thanks for the tip. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain or your heraldic bird? Cool. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts and go talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights. Please let me get into the harbor. I am begging. We'll have to throw fisticuffs if this doesn't work, which I'm not looking forward to doing. Please, for the love of God. Please, for the love of God. Looking monolithic.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I think I know what the race enigma is. And it's shit. Let me into the fucking harbor. don't know about the rest, but it's clear I should stop drinking that ancient Ilmarian mind poison, Al Ghul. Fascinating. The phrenologic lines on his face move like a puzzle board. The Ravasholian degenerate shows signs of racial self-reflection. How did you accomplish this little feat? I sobered up for 5 minutes. So it would seem, Thrall of Gull. I find myself at a crossroads. On one hand, this pathetic self-therapy has little to do with the great mystery of living organisms, the race enigma. And of course, you will not be able to free yourself from the yoke of Gull. It is too late. It may be lethal to stop at this point, but still. He pauses in heroic doubt. Your willpower fires up, directing you to speak. If the Ravasholian degenerate is capable of critical thought, he may still prove a race adversary. Why should help my adversary? He looks at the red button, seeking counsel from his own ideals. Jean, baby, do the heroic thing. First of all, I will stop drinking. That is not possible. The game of shamat you play against the Gull's tricks is unwinnable. The days, the weeks, the months will wear you out. The Occidental haplogroup is incapable of long-term lucid thought. You're wrong. I'll do it. I'm quitting. You will not. You cannot withstand the wasteland of reality. It's super hard, Jean. My mom couldn't do it either. Open the doors. Yes! Very well. You may enter once. Our conversation here has concluded. Well done. Kim impatiently gestures towards the door. Let's go. Ah, Measurehead. Ah, Measurehead. You... man. Homosexual underground. It's been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic. And it's a sickness. It's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, your booze-filled belly dragging on the ground, your brain now fuzzy and overdrive, your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Anything is better than this. Even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit? Start from the beginning of day 2. Yeah. Meh. Meh. There we go. Hello? Radio's emitting strange buzzing sounds. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. Hello? Mr. Union Leader? Someone left the coffee machine on. It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this. Browse through the folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Mundigrad, and even Illimara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Koran, Coal City, La Delta, and Jermark are listed among the many districts where imports are being sold. Try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. Well, we are known for failing high-level checks, so let's not hold our breath. Yep. Look how blurry. Ooh, 2 2s. Ugh. Look how blurry all those lines on the paper are, how unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Sumerian monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes, less meaningful, but more aesthetically pleasing. Can I actually focus through not focusing? If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all the shapes start melting together. Is that what you're doing with those folders over there? Yes. Right. Ted's expression stiffens. It's probably not relevant to our case. After all, we are not investigating an accounting history. Gee darn it. Every worker equals member of the board. Below the flyer is union logo and demand democracy. Money! Hey, $4. Oh, we can sell it. An imposing combination of punch lock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. Note on the side says, unavailable, tokens unavailable during strike, use change. Damn. This is a white check though. Machine swallows your kind and seems to be waiting for your next move. Let me save first. Not that we're gonna save scum, but I like to save anyway. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory right now. Your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air. I'm gonna try this again later. Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing. Oh, my neck, my back, my Lipitor and Prozac. Whee! Pog champion, my dude. I still can't get up there with my hands. Policeman cloak. Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. Is that our cloak? This is your cloak. Lieutenant, I think that's mine. It does bear the RCM insignia, and we're the only detectives in Martinez. Do you think I should get it? The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, yes I do. Please let my ID or a gun be in here. It's not gonna be my gun, but hopefully my ID. Do your fingers touch the tarpaulin? It almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying. Please tell me my ID was in there. Please, no. Can we sell this stuff to like the pawn shop? +1 shivers! Pog! That's what I'm fucking talking about, oh god, that's disgusting. Pog champion, 3 shivers! We're moving up in the world, baby! Calculus -1 drama. We can take the common if it's fine. I don't like our suggestion at -1, but what can you do? We are not very charismatic motherfuckers right now. Not at all. I'm gonna min-max this shivers business. Alright? I'm gonna min-max it. Dude, there was this like dumb fuck thread on Twitter the other day about how collecting rainwater is apparently illegal. I think I got brain damage reading it. Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. Snow was quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really hard here. Did I do this? Well, the lieutenant looks at you, then the bottles. Yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. Still not completely convinced it was me. Must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor. Yes, the lieutenant marks dryly. This looks pretty advanced, alright. For now, let's move on. is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the door reads Renee Arno. So this is where Renee works. I'm gonna look around. If you must, but please hurry. We're pretty easy to spot up there. Up here. Framed photograph on the picture of a happy couple. Getting an artistic photo collage. Kim. Gvalsund means Wilford and Arden. Who is Renee again? Mousing control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Alume and Altiandra are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. Oh, we could have collected those bottles for maybe.
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi. On the vanishing peninsula of Ubi Sund? On Monday.
Container, used to be Pines. Container, now belongs to Everett.
Tiny man is so engaged in his work that he doesn't notice you. Hi.
Everett, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
This is the jolliest motherfucker we've met so far. That's why everyone else is fucking depressed. He's hoarding all the happiness. And his deep blue eyes, as sincere as he's ever seen, kind of makes you feel like an asshole for no apparent reason.
I see you're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right? Oh yes, born and raised in Irash, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I came from. No, sir, those are just nasty rumors. Thank you for clarifying that, sir. What are you doing with the containers? Oh, I'm making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. He waves at the containers towering behind them. What's going on here? Look at the mountain of containers rising above behind him. Let's see what I got there. We rolled a 1 and a 2. But thanks to our +5 in logic, we passed. We nearly didn't pass that check. Jesus Christ. And that was a 97% chance. The containers in the yard are green and wild pines in the area and the mountain rising behind. Leo is all red in Union colors. This looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim. Hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them. Has anyone told you why you need to change the colors? No, not really. Mr. Everard doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone. What's underneath those red covers? I don't know, mister. They say some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Where's everyone? The harbor's empty. Most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on a strike. We haven't worked for 2 months now, so no one is working? Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is, and Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble, and Everard sent them on a nice vacation, for a week or so. He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What trouble did Titus and his friends get into? Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and the boys stirred something up in town, probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I hear Mr. Everard telling them to take some time off. Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow. Yeah. I have another question. Sure. What's in that container over there? Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. Mr. Everard, he's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are really good guys, made Martinez what it is today. I remember Joyce said she really doesn't like she doesn't like either of them, but she really dislikes his brother. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys. Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man. It's where he always is. In his office, of course. He points to the 2 joint containers on your right. Should we go see what's in that container? Oops, I missed the stairs. Why is our morale at a +1? Did we overheal? No, because it said +0. Surprisingly quiet. Can't see how that was worth the ruckus. He looks at the crane, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying. Kim, I think there's something about this container. Is this your thing with the wall again? Maybe? I can't tell. I think we should investigate further. You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why fixate on this one? It's hanging from the crane. You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We're not here to interact with containers. We're here to get the body from the tree. Open the door. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. Knock on the door. No reply. Damn. What if we... What if we... Oh man. Ever since I've equipped this crowbar, I've just been I've just been like a wreck unto myself. Ah, we almost missed that. Gimme. Money. Hey, we might actually have a room to stay in on Wednesday. PogChamp. Let's go check this thing out. I've just been a wild man. Smells like blood. Ooh. +1 half-light. What do our current gloves give? It's an electrochemistry. I'd rather have half-light. Much better. Blood. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne. Let's put this things away. Not very sightly. Not a cop for me to have. Not that I'm very sightly to begin with. Ooh wee. Oh wow, this is a man. Taxidermy fish that tells time. Oh. He certainly has a look about him. Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Dubois. We established that the name Harry wasn't actually our name, right? Or is our name actually Harry Dubois?
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debaucheurs Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair, then continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand.
It looks extremely comfortable. A tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device. Brad, thanks so much for the raid! What the heck? Huge! Sabri, what's good? Good to see you! What's up, Daniel 2K5? How you doing? What the heck? Thank you so much! You guys came in at a good time. We're about to talk to a big shot. How's everyone doing? How you doing, Brad? How was your stream? What'd you play? Welcome, welcome, everyone. I hope you've been well, Sabrina. Doing fine. How about you? I'm good. Thanks for asking. I've been really enjoying this game. Weeb games. I played DBZ. Nice. Like a fighting game? Doing good. Glad to hear it. Are you back in school yet? Oh, there's a new RPG. I know nothing of the Dragon Ball franchise, but that's awesome. You started in April? Oh wow. Do you guys work on like a trimester system or something? That's interesting. Or are you taking like time off? She doesn't know, I cry. I'm sorry. I'm not enough of a weeb to know. Too much of a normie.
You go ahead, detective.
Lieutenant nods at you, then the chair. Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name. I'd rather stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
Why does his face look like that? He's trying to throw you off your game with this DuPont nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure. I don't sit. It's kind of
Very
my
well,
thing.
Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves. Ugh. Oh, you had vacations all 2019, but yeah, we usually start in March, April. I see. Gotcha. Gonna go eat. Have a good stream, I am. See ya, Brad. Thanks again so much for the raid.
I too have convictions, one of which is that I will not engage any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
Hold us over a fucking chair? No tight enough volition, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Damn, this chair is uncomfortable.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarges Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
I'm gonna big chill here until it gets spoils for me. What day are you on, Alice? Are being nice in this gameplay, or yeah, mostly nice? Nor do I really have like the authority or the charisma to back up like a more assertive playthrough. I'm day 2 as well. I'm being a true mess of a human while my partner doesn't trust me. Like, I got the achievement for it! Oh my god, that's amazing. I kind of wish I leaned into the whole, like, mess of a cop thing. But the way I'm playing it is that, like, this guy is, like, an absolute buffoon. Like, just mess of a human being, but getting knocked out before the events of the game kind of, like, not sobered him up, but, like, really, like, kind of hit him on the head, and now he's like, okay, gosh, I've kind of come to my senses, but I'm also kind of in a funk, and also I've, like, royally fucked up a bunch of shit, and I'm just trying to piece it all together and maintain my sanity at the same time. So, I'm playing mostly, like, a very, like, apologetic kind of, like, oh god, what is going on kind of cop. You came out of the room and hit on the girl! Savage, Alice! I feel like this game really encourages multiple playthroughs. I kind of want to do like a big muscle man playthrough after this, even though it's totally not my style to do so. Thanks so much for the follow, Pink! How you doing? Yeah! I just found that out today. Oh shit. Jesus. The chair sitting has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside. Jesus.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garte. Some people have no manners. Pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
Points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Points at it again. 25 real. That's good money, you need it. But it could also be a bribe. You know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the check again. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it. Keep it, I'm good.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arms in his ample midsection, and then sinks further into the chair. No, I haven't. Can I give you a little bit of a spoiler that's not really a spoiler, but a suggestion? Sure. How you doing, Opaque?
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun.
Oh god, he knows
Let me
about it.
assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun. Lost gun. Lost gun.
Oh no. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gone. When he said don't worry, he actually meant to be very worried. Well, please try and go into the bookshop and go through the curtains. I think the lady will tell you no, but you need to know. You need to go. Okay, good to know, good to know. Okay, good to know, good to know. Cause like I examined the curtains and like I peeked through, but I didn't go in. Okay, I'll do that. How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be alright.
So our name is Harry Dubois? It's a lot of fun. You shouldn't miss out on it. Okay, good to know. Doing well. Happy to be able to catch a stream. How are you? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Never played a game like this. It's so great. I've been really enjoying it. I agree. It's good to see you, Opaque. I hope you've been well.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths.
Jesus, this guy's
It's in a
nightmare.
safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be alright.
Kim.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Oh my gosh. The chair is killing you. God damn. God, you're sweating, your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it. I'm not about to cry.
Dubois, you don't look so good.
Uh-oh. What is this Mr. Dubois he keeps repeating? What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down.
Mr.
Chill.
Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some kind of stupor. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to
Mr.
your safe
Dubois,
space.
are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Uh-oh. Looks like another heart attack on the way. Maybe you could use your hand somehow in some kind of a throwing motion? Like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He is Mr. Dubois. I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. I'm melting. I'm melting.
What an odd demonstration of... Huh? You got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. It's about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity. Told the union is involved in the local drug trade. What? He smacks his forehead, completely flabbergasted. Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take this slander. Your action appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell this guy, honestly. No, I'm not. Man rubs his temple and closes his eyes in pain. You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what? I trust you like I trust all my friends, and I know you'll never talk to me about this again because you don't want to wound me. He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy. Thank you for understanding. We will continue to do what we must. You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry. Done taken. The man quickly replies, then turns to you. Do we have anything else to do here, Harry? I'm melting. Where did that option come from? You call me Everard, I call you Harry. My god, that's so true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that? It'd be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first. My memory's fine. I'm just testing you. So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder. Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. Guess word has already reached him. No matter, no harm done. Just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it. You're trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents? Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now. Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first. I want to talk about the hanging. Oh, of course, that's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand. You need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow the whole thing wide open. Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that. But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. Suddenly, he slaps himself on the forehead. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors. You've heard wrong, Everett. We're not. Oh, you're being too modest, my friend. But don't worry. This annoying thing I have is completely legal. I just need you to open a door. Why don't you just open it yourself? Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. He slams his fists together. You look like you could run around all day. You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you. I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. He turns back to you. So what will it be, Harry? Whose door is it? Oh, no one's. Just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. And what do you mean by a weasel? A loud, blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over with so I can discuss business with you. Bet you don't even know anything about the hanging. Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez. Of course, Harry, I understand, but if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't even be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you? Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and your gun's sake, too. This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later. Aren't you going to ask me how I got in? Honestly, I didn't want to bring it up, Harry. I heard you have become Measurehead's race pupil. Yeah, I'm a big racist. It's basically like that in my head all the time. Personally, I'm not big on the whole race thing, but that's okay. It's alright to be a massive racist, Harry. Let me assure you, I'm very glad you're comfortable sharing this with me. I run a big and quirky organization. Everyone is welcome, birds of all feathers. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it. I met Joyce, the company representative. Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. Just pals? Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I am not a jealous guy. Suspiciously nice. What happened to the previous negotiator? What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go? He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left. Called him a midget. Harry! I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. Abruptly, he smiles and changes his tone. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals. Why haven't you let her in to see you? If she actually wants to see me, she'll find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator. He doesn't want to see her. It's simple as that. Joyce said that the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. The man frowns disapprovingly. When she got back, the whole thing was over. There was no mention of a casserole from Joyce. Let me assure you one more time, it's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. We are being strong-armed into everything, dude. Everything, man. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. He looks around. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everard doesn't mind. It's rather interesting to tell people about things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now. Do you help me get a dead body down from a tree? You might have noticed that there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria. Oh my. He smiles pleasantly. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this manner? Mr. Clare, the man was hanged over the cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume that the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood. You're a community leader. Help your community out. I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. He licks his fat lips and smiles. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his light, then clicks a button. Jean-Luc, my boy, it's Measurehead! I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. And John, please take it easy with the race science. He's had enough of that. You can find Jean-Luc at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's gonna help you. What's in that container outside your office? My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in the harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them. There's something special about it. It was attached to the Valsand grain. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you. Smooth-talking? Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing him. It seems like it opens up to a new area. Like, we can explore further. Let's talk about my lost gun. Your gun will be found, Harry. It's just a matter of time and effort. The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. The gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in? They're probably the ones that bought it. Wait, did Roy say that there was a girl running around with her gun? Could that be the 8th Hardy as well? Thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important, building a relationship with the good of Martinez. It does not come as a surprise to him. He might actually be bullshitting. I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. His tone is suddenly very serious. Could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry. Lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels the fact that you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light. Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. He clasps his hands together. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands. Right, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later. Wait. He reaches into his drawer and pulls out a plastic card. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Thanks. Should we take this task now? Okay, we have quite a few things to do now, which is awesome. PPIC. What does that mean, Yuto? Also, hi again, Yuto. We tried equipping the pry bar in front of the container, right? Purple partner in crime. Hog champion. Referring to a pig. Ah. I see. Oh, my precious little fucking container. Please. Rhetoric, impossible 18. Persuade the door to open. Do I have anything that's sniffing rhetoric right now? I don't think so, but... No. Do I have anything that boosts rhetoric? Nope. Door, we gotta talk! Persuade the door to open. Why are you even trying to open the door with rhetoric? Because getting physical wasn't an option! Because it wasn't an option? The lieutenant looks startled. Using my body over my wits. Now's not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours. I suppose we will have to return. Now let's go have Measurehead help us pull that body. Is there a way we can get up there? Go up this way. Just want the money that's up there. Oh man? No, I don't think so. Okay. Where were those bottles that I left? Can I pick these up? Pog champ! So much fucking tear. Damn, we're such good citizens. It's gonna be a whole fucking $1 in here, baby. Who was Renee again? I'm still trying to remember the picture we picked up. Black and white photo of a couple posing in front of a Ferris wheel. The girl is young and pretty, the man clad in fancy uniform and smiling. On the back, a very steady hand has written the words, Revachol, summer of '91. Who was Renee again? Harry Dubois. Do we save after talking to your muscle memory dial a random number? It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory right now. Your finger is drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air. Hey! What was our roll there? 1 plus 6 equals 7. Nice. We just barely made it. Fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final number is 993. Calling. Crackle. Someone picks up. They say, Video Revachol, 24-hour rental. We rent 8 and 10mm films for home use. This is Lemmy. How may I help you? The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows. What is this place? Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy. What is this place to me? Sir, I don't know. This is a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here? Do you know me? No. Why did I call you? Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period? My name is Harry Dubois. Do you have anything on my name? Let me fire up that machine. Keys are being pressed in the background. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whew, not a fun film, that one. What kind of a film is that? It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, seismic immigrant Igidis Wojcik, I'm so sorry, tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine. The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting tone of the disconnect sound. Hey, at least we got it. Well, we know our name now. Harry Dubois. Let's go do what Alice suggested. First, I'm gonna sell the terror before we talk to Measurehead. Because I want to put this bag away. Why is it? Do we get a heart attack when this depletes to 1? I should invest in endurance at the next level. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then after that, I think I'll invest in another thought slot. Thought slot. We're 10 real away from not being homeless tomorrow night. We're covered for tonight, but for tomorrow night. Which I feel is going to be important because we do not have much health.
Is this about the questions again?
No, I wanted to buy drugs. I think that's the drug cabinet, actually. What does Nosafed help with? 1 health. Do we have any? See, we keep picking up the drugs and I can't find them. Are they in the cabinet back in our room, perhaps? I think I picked up a Nosafed before. I don't want to have to buy it if I don't have to. You know what I mean? Let's go see if there's any in my medicine cabinet. Actually, that, the mirror was locked before. Maybe with our pry bar, we can get something open. And we'll confront these guys soon as well. I want to get the body down first. Don't mind if I fucking do. I need the fucking money, baby. Oh, I can pick these up as well. Christ, there's so many of them. I like how we're just like the local littering service. Or I suppose litter cleanup service would be the more correct term. Wait, the tear! The tear! Hold on! I spaced out for a second. The tear! We gotta fucking clean up the streets of Revachol, baby! $110, let's go! $9 till not homeless Wednesday night! Wait, I forgot to pick up the tear from the trash can. I'll do it later. I swear I will. I swear I will. I'll do it later. Fucking tear. It's important, chat. Get this fucking bag away. Ledger of failure and hatred. Study. Do you think the crowbar makes me look manlier? I like these shades I got going. Does the crowbar make me exude a manly energy? Oi! It's my favorite race realist.
The unpromising race pupil return.
Ever I told you to help us get the body down from the tree. So it was. My unpromising race pupil entered the harbor and used my superior to give me orders. I salute your cunning and will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands. Wait, what? What? Rob, what do you mean? No! Oh my fucking god, that's terrible! Holy shit. That's absolutely awful. It's everything trending on Twitter. Good nighter. Holy shit, that's awful. Oh my god. I like almost can't believe it back. Wow. God damn. There's a but. But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you. I mean, you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union side. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that? This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with the compromise. Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup. And I suppose that's our only option. The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves. So, are you guys like cops or something? Are you with Measurehead? Look at him. He's craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what? We're just trying to keep things from going to shit. Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? The woman twirls her hair. I'm Katya, by the way. You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something. Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it. I don't. Look at you, RCM Rent-A-Cops. A loud voice booms from below, guarding that bridge like Everett's lapdogs. Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale? And who are you? The lieutenant fires back. What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you? It's none of your business. A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno, and then the man turns to look behind him, a behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him. The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with race victory today. There has been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep order. He nods slowly. And what you had to do was become a Union man for all to see. Thinks that'll bite me in the ass. For 500, Alex. It actually screwed me over because I was watching a competitive COD stream and I often see fake posts in there like rest in peace. I was like, yeah, it's just another one of those fake posts. That's actually insane. Like, it's disturbing how things just happen like that. Corpse lies on the ground among the remains of absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side. Well, it's down. Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy. Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. Run number 3. RCM's 4-phrase murder scene processing manual. The fuck are they on about? Cop's gonna cut his shit up. Don't we have someone else for this? A doctor? No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work. Everything. Honorary rank of detective? An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able, usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is lieutenant detective. I don't think I'm a detective. You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now. Lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. What exactly is a field autopsy? Come on, officer. He pulls on a pair of latex gloves. You know what a field autopsy is? You've done 100 of them. What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano oh my god. The dormant shield volcano Corpus Mundi is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single Epui du Sang to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. What field autopsy is? You have no idea. Zefu! Hello, how are you? Why don't you know? What use are you? Must have me confused with the Copopedia. Well, who's the Copopedia? I think I need to talk to him. You, sir, are the Copopedia. Do you have another pair of gloves? Unfortunately, no. I need a pair then. Can we return shortly? We have glove hunting to do. Let's not go glove hunting, please. Let's use our division of labor. I perform the anatomical side while you take notes. We'll just fill this in then. Show him the red field autopsy form in your ledger. That's right. Open your ledger at the field autopsy form. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out. It begins with number 1, assistant. That's you. Right, Harry Dubois. Corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, it just lies there. The next box says, coroner's case number. Kim Kitsuragi, precinct 57, followed by his date and time of arrival on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials. Should we file the coroner's case under me? Technically, I arrived at the same scene before you. Does it matter? And what would make the alphanumeric? I have no idea. I do. Name? Not available. Next. Date of birth? Not available. Age? Roughly 50. Try 40. The damage is so extensive it's better to err on the young side. I'm gonna write 42. He nods. Race? Mondial. Fair to olive-skinned from the Isla of Mundi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. Is he Middle Eastern? Or the equivalent? Pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other. Sex? Fucky fucky! The little monster exclaims energetically. Male. Pig's gonna have sex? Right, fucky fucky. Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face. I'm gonna go with March 4th, 51. It's March! It's my fucking birthday, boys! My birthday happened just before the events of the game. At 4/3/51. What else? He looks over your shoulder. 9. Body identified by as non-applicable. Thanks, Bab. It's my birth week. What a way to celebrate your birth week. To wake up with amnesia, with a ridiculous fucking hangover in your hotel room. Find out you're here to investigate a murder. Dude, I was about to say. Thanks, Yuto. Case number is the same as the coroner's case. Listens motionless with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains, evidence of treatment. None, at least not after the initial examination. What exactly is treatment anyway? Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem. How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over? They'd have to have incapacitated him and carried him over. This man was more a match for untrained dock workers. Placed his hand on the dead man's chest as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognized this gesture. It's the stations of breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature. A holdout from the pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform, and then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small woodshed behind Rosenkraut's Row, Lieutenant Nick Furbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in the wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, Grand Couronne. Today, the day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Torson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so all across Jamrock, Coal City, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath. We should start the postmortem. Turn the page. The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why. External examination summary. Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrudine, I think. Let's see. Babrudine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white. The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers. In order to get the victim's ceramic armor, officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing. It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you deserve them more than anyone else. Boot has a serial number. Tattoos. The torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a national pattern. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back and short. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity. Fucking low velocity? The kid explodes. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity. The lieutenant pays no heed. In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Ligature mask. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut. The steel wiring, you can see it's breathless. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mask. Got the right tool for that. The chain cutters. Oh yeah, I'm prepared. I think we've got these chain cutters. Always good to think ahead. Now, to cut the belt to see the ligature mask below carefully with as much precision as you can. Oh god. Look for a good spot to cut. Oh god. You jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Oh no. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. You rotate to get a better hold. And then... enough. Cut some. I should have a go before... I think I have a strategy. Let him work. He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to form the cuts with his elbow to his knee for precision. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it. What's good, Flo? How you doing? Here. He hands you the chain cutters back and then kneels closer to the body. The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is above the back of the neck on the nave. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 to 1.5 meters. Chest is intact. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia. He pulls down the man's underpants. Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Back is symmetrical and intact. He struggles to turn the corpse on its side. Upper and lower extremities are intact but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries to the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. A wound sustained over two, maybe more decades. Dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty. The scarring is extensive, way more than a law official's. We have a real museum here. Last item, hands. He takes the man's right hand in his and inspects it, then moves on to the other hand. Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. Were we expecting any? I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, the stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. It's not enough. That's all for the external. Well done. What's next? Internal examination. Central nervous system. He says nothing, then concludes abruptly. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system? Nope. What? Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eye and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone, let's see. With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night. The hyoid bone is fractured, he says after a while. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact, unremarkable. I know. Oh my god. The writing is just... oh my god. Ridiculously good. And like how in-depth they go with all of this is insane. Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth. No scream, no sigh of relief inside the darkness inside. It's humid in there. You feel like you're about to throw up again. Write it down. Hematobiliary, NA. Why don't we have anything? I don't think so. Neither am I. Save for toxicology and serology, NA. Cardiovascular. The blood exhibits heavy lividity. Blood is gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with a hanging. Gastrointestinal. This is the last field on the list. Digested semi-solid food and stomach. Voila. What's next on the list? Description of injuries. Let's see. Tilts aside, we have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too. What's the 4th injury field for? Nothing, just in case. What about the injuries we have afflicted? So we inflicted them? Okay, I have inflicted. So there's a spine-stabilized munition, lodged in his lung, and an incision of the thorax from a chain cutter. I would mention those, best not to muddy the waters. So back to the injuries. Bite marks. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Your opinion, officer? Non-fatal postmortem. Agreed. Next injury? Contusions. So the scalp bleeds from a postmortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem. At maximum velocity, fucko! Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath the description of injury, 2 boxes. Non-fatal postmortem. Right. Next, ligature mark. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No sign of clawing on the neck. While the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side, awaiting your judgment. The ring around the neck is visible. Fatal injury. That's it. We've established cause of death. It's not much, but it leaves much to be questioned, but it's a start. Leveled up again. He produces a small black plastic roll from his jacket, a body bag. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over. How'd it go? Well, we established possible cause of death. Some would say it's the goal of an autopsy. What else? We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. Given the circumstances, it was professional. Need a copy of the autopsy form, and I'll give it to Falborg for processing. He's thinking, did I miss something? Sure, we didn't get anything. There's always something. Tell me something, dead man. Shoot, Looney Rooney. I hate you. You stink and you're boring. Do I remind you of someone? Myself. There you go. Look at that bread, kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you'll be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks. I've got the gut feeling that there's more to this corpse. Can you just hang out here a little while longer? Start by asking guards at the Whirling in Rags and the fruit store down the gates. If they don't know, his case settles on Kudo. He hates that fucking kid. Only if all else fails. Can we actually find a way to ice this body without taking it to autopsy yet? Let's go ask guard.
Can I help you?
I seem to be in need of a fridge. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Gaming is now like my career. It's like the forefront of my life.
Oh
and
no,
everything's
thank you
centered
so much for paying forward Sabra's gift and gifting a sub to Zev. Thank you so much. Zev, if you're still here, welcome back. What the heck? Thank you so much, Oda. How are you doing? 117 gift subs. What the hell? You want to put a very important dead body into your fridge. I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge. Not even gonna ask why. You're just gonna say something mean. This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No, the answer is no. And the lieutenant off like he was a busted old radio. He really is the lord of this realm. Let's go talk to the freed clerk. Okay. Welcome back, Zeph. Enjoy your emotes. Oh dear.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
I need to store a corpse there. You're joking, right? No, I'm not joking. I need to store the corpse of a hanged man in your fridge. Wouldn't even fit, you know. And now that I'm looking at it, maybe a glass-stored fridge in a public grocery store isn't the best option for storing a corpse. I guess you're right, plus the fridge is too small. Well, looks like we'll never know. Better send it off to processing. Oh bro, do we ask Kuno? I won't ask the fucking kid.
You missed it at show before. A gift came by and completely fucked a tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up. Fucked it good. It was porno.
By the way, that's a racial slur. The race mystery runs deeper than you could ever understand. Kuno's not fucking joking. Kuno, I need a fridge to stash the body. I thought you would. Where is it? Convince the Kuno to spill the beans. Ah, fuck! It's a red check. The 83% is not instilling confidence in me, full disclosure. It is absolutely not instilling confidence. Phew. By killing in its territory, someone has openly challenged Kuno. It's in his best interest to put them in their place. Some arrogant shit thinks he can kill in the Kuno's kingdom without asking the Kuno first? That sounds like lawlessness to me. A dark flame smolders in Kuno's eyes as he ponders your argument, wordless, like kings do. This outlaw's fate is in your hands. Let's make an example of him. Help me locate him using fridge body technology. Alright, Kuno hears you. See that shithouse over there? Cold comes over you as you glance behind him at the crumbling colossus there, casting a shadow on you. Yes, I see it. The big tall one over you. Behind you. Gotta get in that shit. In there deep. What do you mean in there deep? Through the bookstore. Ah! Book bitch. Desk plays on in the store. Pressing note keeping, Lieutenant. Check the fucking basement. There's a giant fridge down there. Talk to Manana about the armor. He said to thank you. He wasn't too keen on chasing down the armor anyway. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. I will remember this, Kuno. Okay. Well, we have a few things to do tomorrow. Do we have 3 skill points to invest in? Holy shit. I'm gonna invest in these skills, then I'll end stream. We have a lot to pick up on tomorrow, which I'm excited for, because that means we can just jump into things. Our poor savoir-faire. I want to invest 1 skill point in Thought Cabinet. I'm thinking 1 in Logic, 1 in Reaction Speed. Now you have 1 skill point left. 4 and 6, okay. Thought cabinet time. Jamais vu. I don't know which thought to internalize. I think I'll decide on that next stream. We have a lot of threads to follow next stream, which I am so excited for! It might even carry us into day 3 as well. Which will have the new area of Martinez to explore as well. But I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself here. I just saved, didn't I? Let me save again. Yeah, I literally just saved. Okay, cool. Wait, is it... It's like almost the same time in game that it is where I am right now. It's 2:28 in game, it's 2:44 where I am. Pog champion. If I ever play this game, I want to roleplay as the biggest himbo there ever was. You live your best life, Hugo Boss. Yeah, I feel like replaythroughs of this definitely elicits new playthroughs of each game, which is pretty interesting. First your birthday, now the time. Am I Harry Dubois? Catch me in 30 years as a hungover, slightly overweight, depressed, divorcee, middle-aged man. Catch me then! Okay. I'm gonna skedoodle. 4-hour stream today. Pog champion. Huge raid from Mr. Madamada. And we got a lot of shit done today, which I'm really happy about. The last 2 streams kind of dragged because I wasn't quite sure what to do. So I'm really glad we've got a shit ton of things to do moving forward. I'm so sorry, Hugo. I got homework to do, though. So I gotta skedoodle. I should also probably feed my brethren. I feel like you did so much this stream but haven't got much further. Yeah, because we did a lot of talking to people we needed to talk to, but we haven't accepted many new tasks. But we did do the autopsy. Yeah, this game is ginormous. It's large. We've set up a lot of tasks to do for next stream. Like, we're gonna be doing a lot of running around next stream, which is gonna be awesome. I'm excited. Yeah, it's really cool how like big the game feels, especially given that our explorable area is so small. It's really, really cool. I've been really enjoying it. And I'm excited to play more. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, y'all. Stay safe, drink water, eat good food. Don't become race realists. Have a good one, Bap. Thanks for hanging out. Goodbye, Hugo. Bye, everyone. Have a good day, y'all.